Hey guys, Ryan here from Indy Wrestling School, and today we're talking about wins and losses in professional wrestling. Do they actually matter? Coming up. Thanks for checking out this video. If you're new here, please consider subscribing below. We put out new videos every single Thursday for a 3-minute Thursday. One of the topics I wanted to talk about, and I've been wanting to talk about for a while, is wins and losses in pro wrestling. When you're younger, you want to be the guy who always wins, and you want to be the guy getting more and more belts, because let's face it, belts are really cool. But as you get into pro wrestling, you'll sort of see that it really doesn't matter. I mean, you don't make more or less depending on how much you win, especially on an independent wrestling level. Of course, everybody wants to be the top guy. Everybody wants to be the focus of that show. But if you're working with an experienced promoter and somebody who's been doing this for a long time, know that wins and losses really don't matter. If they see you're doing the job well, and doing the job quite literally, meaning losing, and you're doing it consistently, and you're doing a good job of getting the other guy over and making the other guy look good, eventually he's going to see through that. And eventually those losses will turn into wins, and those wins will turn into championships, and those championships will turn into main events. I don't know that I've ever booked anybody straight to the top in any promotion I've ever worked for or run shows for. Everybody's always come in sort of on the bottom, maybe the mid card, and worked their way up. And I think that's how it should be, but that's just my personal opinion. I know there's plenty of times where WWE will bring somebody back and they'll immediately be back in the main event, and I understand why. But for the most part, I like to start everybody on the bottom or the mid card and then make them rise to the ranks. I think it lets the audience know that, hey, this guy's gunning for the gold. And I think another important thing to cover is that going over and getting over are two very different things. Going over means you're winning a match, and that's great, and more power to you if that's all you're there for. But getting over is much more important, and should be much more important to you as a wrestler, because it's definitely way more important to the promoter that's booking you. If you can establish a connection and an interaction with those fans, and they're cheering you as loud as they can, or they're booing you as much as they can, they want to see you lose, or they want to see you win, that's way more important than you just winning a match or losing a match. And I think what a lot of people don't know is that sometimes you gain more from a loss. I've done things a number of times where somebody loses but walks away way better. I mean, the perfect example is Tommy Dreamer when he lost to the Sandman, and then afterwards the Sandman caned the crap out of Tommy Dreamer's back. Afterwards, everybody was standing up applauding for Tommy Dreamer. They forgot that he lost. It didn't matter that he lost the match. And there's plenty of times where you try your hardest in there as a wrestler, and you're giving it to this guy, and you just come up a little short. If you just lay in the ring after you're defeated and you wait a couple seconds, the fans will start clapping for your efforts if you've done a good job and you've told a good story. So getting over is 1,000 times more important than being put over. What do you guys think? Are wins and losses still relevant in 2019? And should they matter as much to the talent? I'd love to get your thoughts in the comments below. If you like this video, beat the shit out of the like button, and I'll see you next week for 3-Minute Thursday.